Hello.
Good evening. You're on Eeries Vault Live. Thank you for your message. Where are you and what shall we call you?
My name's Jonathan, and I am on the Isle of Lewis in the Outer Hebrides of Scotland. Yeah, so this happened to my dad and his friend on the island, the Isle of Lewis. There is a small town called Stornoway, and it's probably got about 10,000 people. Lots of pubs, more pubs per head of population than anything else, probably. But my dad and his friend. My dad had left the army, and he had come home, and he's with his childhood friend, and they had a few drinks. And like any good self-respecting Scotsman, they got to carry out, and they were going to walk home. But this was in the evening, by the way. They decided to walk home the scenic route, and just near the town, there's quite a large golf course. Now, bear in mind, they had been drinking, but there was no drugs or anything else involved.
Okay.
And my father said that out of the blue, lots of little men surrounded them. And he said they looked like elderly, or kind of older men, but they were only about 4 feet tall. And he said this is the way he described it to me. He described them as hordes.
So plenty of them.
And lots of them.
Mm.
And we speak, as well as speaking English, we speak Gaelic up here.
Mm.
And he said that these little men were speaking to him in Gaelic. And to him, he said they looked human, but they were very, very small.
Mm.
But there was just so many of them. And they were speaking to him in Gaelic, and what they were telling him was that his friend was a liar and a bad guy, and to not listen to what he was saying, and that to ignore him, and basically bad mouthing his friend. And they were talking. The voices they had, he said, was like they were in his head. He said he couldn't hear what his friend was saying to him. It was all-encompassing noise or sound, even though he was right beside his friend. He kind of felt that they were kind of like on the darker side of things, let's put it that way.
Okay, yeah.
And he said a silent prayer, and he said the next kind of thing he knew, they were kind of gone. They weren't. He doesn't remember them leaving, though. He said they looked like older crofter men. That's the way he described them. So just like crofters, there's a lot of crofters up here. You know, it's like a small holding farm type thing.
Okay.
And that's the way he described them, is like they all looked like 3 to 4 feet tall older men.